The Camino de Santiago is an ancient pilgrimage route that has been traveled by millions of people for over 1,000 years.
For many, walking the Camino is a life-changing experience, a test of endurance and a chance to connect with something greater than themselves. I'm Sandy.
And I'm Jed. Join us on our epic journey as we attempt to walk over 500 miles across Spain.
Well, it is finally daylight out, but fear not, your intrepid travelers have been up since early, before the sun.
We've already been walking for about an hour, maybe a little more. We started out of Portomarin this morning, where we stayed last night.
So to get to Portomarin, you have to cross the bridge of death and then climb the stairs of doom. It's not that bad. It's just.
We actually really like that town.
Yeah.
Even with all the scary features.
It has a big, beautiful church in the middle.
I just love that church and how it looks standing in the square. I don't know, it's very tall and kind of narrow. Very simple church though, so but absolutely beautiful.
I didn't film the inside of that church.
So we stayed at a place called Albergue Porto Santiago. Very nice rooms. Actually, we stayed at that place last time, loved it, so we stayed again. Great little place.
But today, ladies and gentlemen, we are ramping up the kilometers. We have about 4 days till Santiago.
Yeah.
Oh wow, look at that.
Ooh, pretty.
That's gorgeous.
Can you guys see it?
Maybe they can.
Probably
That's all right. I'll show you a better picture here. Isn't that incredible? Anyway.
About 26 kilometers today, I think. We are headed to Palos de Rey, our final stop of the day. But yeah, gotta get going.
We just left the little town of Castromayor, about 50 meters off the Camino. Once you leave.
After you pass entirely through the town.
Yeah, you have to go completely through the town first. There's some Iron Age ruins that the town actually gets its name from. Apparently no one ever goes there, but we did. It's worth a little side trip just to see something so old and historical. What do you think?
Yes.
Okay, see, there you have it. Amazing.
Whoops. Oh, it did work. It's not as big as it looks.
Really digging these early morning starts, except Sandy has been flying this morning, so how's the knee?
Doing pretty good. Every once in a while I get a little tinge of pain from it, but overall I'll say 95% better than what it was just a couple weeks ago.
So today is going to be our longest day of 30 kilometers. Kind of looking forward to it. It's going to be a little bit of a long day, but I think it's going to be a good day. The weather's good.
So last time we actually did quite a few 30-kilometer days, but this time the knee has kept us from being able to do anything too long, so it's kind of nice to at least get one in.
We kind of started off in the pack this morning. We kind of broke away from the pack. You can definitely tell the people who started from St. Jean, I think like our legs are just raring to go, and I think our excitement of getting to Santiago is kind of helped, really propelling us forward.
So we stayed in the town of Palos de Rey last night. It's a bigger town. I mean, it's okay.
We like the smaller towns with character and charm.
Yeah.
We're just gonna stand here for a minute and talk to you because it's really hard to hold this and walk sometimes.
So yeah, like it's got all the amenities, groceries, laundromat, so that's nice, but at the same time...
Yeah, it also has a lot of like keychains and Camino bumper stickers and earrings and shoelaces.
Things that you don't really start seeing until Saria.
Yeah.
So today we're headed to Arzua, like Jed said, 30 kilometers. So I guess there's nothing to do, but... Oh, we didn't tell them where we stayed last night in Palos de Rey.
Oh yeah.
We stayed at a little place called Acubio, private room. Nice
Comfy.
enough.
It did the trick, so.
We got to sleep, shower, all the important things.
Check, check, and check.
All right, let's get going.
We have just made it to the pretty decent sized town of Melide. This place is really, really famous. Well, Galicia is famous for its octopus or pulpo. And we really wanted to try some. We did last time. It was delicious. I guess people aren't too keen on octopus at like 9:30 in the morning. So we just stopped, had a croissant and a coffee. We're a little bit more than halfway. The octopus will just have to wait. I do have my eye on something for dinner though. So, I mean, and hopefully I'll actually share dinner with you guys tonight. I know we haven't done that a lot, but fingers crossed. I'll be sad if I can't. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we have finally made it to the town of Arzua. It was quite the slog today. We're only running on like 2 coffees and 2 croissants. We're really famished at this point. The restaurant that I had talked about earlier and that I hyped up is like way out of the way. You have to go up the side of a mountain, and you know it's okay, not really, but it's
over the river through the woods. Have we used that joke already? I think
maybe we have, but anyway.
It's okay. We'll use it again.
We are going to hopefully check into our place, find something to eat, and then I don't know. Maybe we still might take you to dinner, and it's on us. Don't worry.
Or we just might go to sleep.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Turns out we didn't even make it to our accommodations. We were lured in by the smell and the sight of this giant paella. After feasting on paella and our bellies full, we made it to Hostel Casa Teodora, where we started talking about a new plan. Okay, so we need to talk. Original plan was from Arzua to Santiago in 2 20-kilometer days, but as you know, hey, plans change. We woke up at 4 this morning. We are currently packing up. We are going to make a huge push, 40K to Santiago. It will be our longest day yet, and it will be our last day. We're going to be walking in the dark for a few hours, but that's okay. Fingers crossed that our shoes, our bodies, and everything else holds up. We've had enough caffeine and ibuprofen to kill a horse, so we'll update you when the sun comes up.
Shortly after leaving our hostel and heading out into the dark, we ran into another pilgrim who had the same crazy idea to walk 40 kilometers today. We walked for hours enjoying great conversation before finally approaching the town of O Pedroso around 9 a.m. We made the decision to skirt around the town and continue along the path for an additional 2 kilometers before finally finding some food for the morning.
Okay, so we're over halfway there. We have about 15 kilometers left. We just stopped for a terrible sandwich and an Aquarius. So we're keeping up a pretty good pace. This walk this morning has been absolutely beautiful. There was virtually nobody on the trail when we started this morning. Now the crowds are here, so time to nose down, get into Santiago, do a dance or something, I don't know.
Now, one of the biggest reasons why we decided to push for 40 kilometers today is because we had fallen behind our Camino family and really wanted to celebrate with them in the square in Santiago. But little did we know, they had a little surprise for us.
Okay, Jed and Sandy, you're really dandy. We wish you luck 'cause you're slow as Jed and Sandy, you're really dandy. We wish you luck 'cause you're slow as Jed and Sandy, you're really dandy. We wish you luck 'cause you're slow
There's a car!
Finally reunited, we made the short trek up to Joy Hill.
All right, we have about 5 kilometers to go. We are currently on the hill where, if you look at these statues, it's the first place that a pilgrim would be able to see the cathedral in Santiago. Really not that far now. See you in Santiago.
So we arrived to Santiago de Compostela today after 40 long miles.
Holy cow, I wish it was only 40 miles.
It was 25-ish miles, so it's pretty much a marathon that we walked today to get to Santiago. But I tell you what, it was worth every single second being able to meet up with our friends along the way and have some really memorable experiences on this final day, which is why we didn't actually talk a lot as we were walking, because we were living in and enjoying those moments.
So funny enough, we got a huge reception when we got here, and we thought it was just for us for completing the Camino, but it's actually the Festival of Ascension going on here, so...
The square was packed. There were so many people and so much going on in the city.
Last time, Santiago wasn't nearly this lively.
No, there were like drummers going through the street. It was absolutely insane, but really cool to experience walking in on a holiday, or religious holiday of sorts here.
So one of our favorite things that we did here in Santiago last time was to go on a rooftop tour, and this time was no exception. We booked it. When did we book it? Like the day before?
The day before, and there were still spots. But the caveat here is that the tours are actually in Spanish, not in English. Like, if you speak Spanish, it's great to get that information. But really, we went up for the amazing views of the city and the really cool perspective of the cathedral that you get nowhere else. You can see the backside of the St. James statue up and close, and you get to go up in one of the towers. And
you can see this Ferris wheel right here, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, so it's just a really cool perspective of the city, and I think it's a cool way, in addition to being able to go inside the church, is to go up on the church and to see the city from up high.
After 790 kilometers, over 500 miles,
39 days.
we are beat.
Yes, lots of ups and downs, and we're not talking just about the hills. Like, it was an emotional roller coaster this time. It was incredibly emotional to be here this time.
And I want to give a special shout out to our Camino family. You know who you are. Hopefully you're watching this.
We love each and every one of you, and you are what makes the Camino special. Walking is one thing, and experiencing the culture and the religion and all those things is special, but the people that you meet along the way is what truly makes it such a special experience.
Alright guys, so if you like this video, make sure you hit the thumbs up.
If you have not yet subscribed to the channel, be sure to do that. We would really appreciate it if you did. And also hit the notifications bell. That way you'll get a notification anytime we put out a new video.
Alright, that's going to do it for now. And until next time, stay wonderful.
Call it a day.